So this is the second in a series of videos showing you how to complete an Action Grants application form. And in this video, we'll be looking at the first question, which is describe the activity that you wish to receive funding for. And there's a little subheading here to the question talking about being specific about what you'll be doing and how you'll be doing it and what you'll be spending the grant on. And then there's a mention here about match funding. If you're getting match funding, please give details about whether or not this match funding is secured. Now, I'm not sure that this little subheading is actually as useful as it could be, but I will talk to the issues that are addressed here. What I do suggest you do when you're completing this section is you look at the points, the 3 bullet points that I've outlined here, and you try to talk to these. Um, so what you're trying to do in this question is give us a very clear picture about what it is that your project is, what activity is going to take place. So introduce your project, and please don't assume that as assessors we know anything about you or even the activity that you're proposing. So spell out what the activity is in as much detail as you need. And that might be saying something about it. It should follow on from what you talked about here that I talked to in the previous video about what you do at the moment. It should be a good fit. This project should be a good fit with what you already do. So describe the activity that's going to take place as a result of the grant, um, and explain how it's going to increase physical activity and for whom. So if your proposal is that you want to use this money to buy football kits, the activity that's going to take place as a result of this spending, this project, is going to be football. I expect because you're buying football kits. Um, the activity is not we are going to buy football kits. We want to know that what physical activity is going to increase, and then explain to us how it is that buying football kits is going to increase physical activity, and say something about whose physical activity it is that's going to increase, and try to quantify it. Don't just say, "Oh, we're going to have a new sight screen at our cricket club, and this will allow more people to play cricket." Tell us how many people, tell us who they are, tell us how often they're going to play more cricket, and make that case, make us believe that the spending on this item is going to increase physical activity. Now, the third bullet point is more about the item, so what it is that you're actually going to spend the money on. And where, if you're looking for funding for a site screen for your cricket club, if that site screen is going to cost £1,000 and you're only applying for £500 from Action Grants, then tell us where the rest of the money for that project is going to come from, whether you've got that money secured or not. Okay, so that's it for this question. And in the next video, funnily enough, I will be looking at question 2.